Welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our amazing sales manager, Daniela. She's so many of you already might know, but some of you might be new. Our sales manager development. She has mandated further ability to entrepreneurs associated with Opulence Global to reach their potential, growing their business. She has more than 14 years of experience in direct sales. This background laid the ground of work for her, creating the strategies that she gave advisors in the company, real work hands for selling products under Opulence Global, and not just developing their downline. Daniela team will help each advisor develop their own skills to expand on their presentation to their own clients. Daniela graduated in Mexico City, Mexico, with a degree in fine art and graphic designs. Before joining Global Wealth Trade in 2016, Daniela worked with a few direct sales companies and has received many accolades. Everyone, please help me welcome our amazing development manager, Daniela Ferreira. Welcome to the call, my dear.
Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the Opulence Global Nation. And as every Saturday, I'm excited. You know, compensation plan is one of my favorite topics too. So I am excited to be here with you this morning. And of course, to bring you all not only the wisdom and the knowledge and the slides, and a lot of people like PowerPoints. I personally don't like PowerPoints, honestly. I just feel that sometimes it's better when we speak, when we talk, when we give examples. But it's good to have a guidance, of course, on what we are going to be teaching today. So if this is your first time checking our compensation plan, welcome to the call. I know you are absolutely going to be amazed and mesmerized. I find that the more I look at it, the more I see it, the more I see how easy it is to earn money and to obviously grow in the company. The easier it is, for me to transpire that information to you. I know we have many leaders here that have seen this, a gazillion times, and every time you guys come on board, you try to see, different aspects or ways that you can explain and pass on this information to new partners. So if you are new and this is your first time, good morning and welcome to the call. We're actually going to be learning about our compensation plan, how it pays, how can I make it happen. So please make sure you are loading all your questions in the Q&A panel so that Naima can help me read them out loud. Remember, sweetheart, even if I'm talking about something different and you feel that it's relative to the topic, bring the question on board. I want you to put the questions here. Now, in order to make it like super dynamic and for people to learn, I also want you, to not only put the questions that you have, but also what are the questions that people ask normally when you are meeting a new partner and you start explaining how the compensation plan works, how easy it is to make money. Why do they want to become partners? Why is it that, within their first 24 hours, they can start making money and, or how easy it is to make money. So having said that, how faster are you starting to sell products? How fast are you starting to do presentations? Maybe when was the first time you actually launched a shop? Having said that, we're going to be looking into that as well, and how our compensation infinity plan allows you to have that freedom, that flexibility, and of course in the business to share with partners around the world. So I'm going to start sharing my slides, and then we are going to go from there. If there is any questions or if you want me to pause at any time, please let me know, Naima, so we can, bring those questions on board here. And welcome to all of you and our partners around the world. So first of all, you can find this document, in your back office. You can download it there. It is actually called Pathway to Royal Lifestyle Director, and it gives you all like the meats and the potatoes. We're actually very excited, very, very excited. And I want to pause right here because next week we are actually going to have a mega call. I hope you all already know, mark your calendars. We're starting earlier, 9:30, we're going to start. So make sure you come earlier, have your coffee, have your drinks, be on the nice scenery, because what we're prepping for you, it's wow. Like, I am excited. It is simple. It is easy. It's just loaded with like, I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can tell you. I'm almost going to tell you, what. No, I can't. All I can say, you don't want to miss that call. When the senior vice president and the CEO are in the call, something big is about to happen. So you don't want to miss it. You want to make sure that you are a part of this, and definitely something that it's going to change your business. It's going to change how you run the business, because you know what? We've been successful for 15 years, and we're not going anywhere. This is awesome. The products are phenomenal. People are loving it. I see it in the orders every day. But there is 13 ways that people can actually make money with this compensation plan, and today I'm going to focus on the basic 13. Are you ready? Awesome. So first of all, our compensation plan, what it is. I love how we describe it. It is a record-setting infinity compensation plan that pays 8.5% or up to 8.5% on both teams, all sales to infinity. What does that mean? We have a binary compensation plan, right? Like our structure of the organization, it's set up in a binary. That means that you will always have two teams, right? And it's going to pay you on all sales on both teams to infinity. And infinity means it doesn't matter how many levels down in your team you have, we will pay you on every single one of them. Yes, you heard it right. That means that if you join the business today and tomorrow there is already 10 people, we pay you on the 10 levels down below you. If there is 20 people in the next month, we pay you on every single level down. We don't cut it, okay? We don't cut it. Many companies do only 4 levels. Some companies do 7 levels, and then they stop paying you. Only 7 levels down, and that's it, because growth happens after that. So we pay you to infinity, and I love that. Now, it says both teams, right? Means on both teams, on your left and your right. We don't just pay you on the weaker leg, or we just don't pay you on the bigger leg. Most companies only pay on the team that has the least amount of volume, okay, which is most of the times your personal team. No, we pay you on both. The software is so awesome that it's going to look for the best combination, okay? And then the best part is that every transaction that happens within the team, okay, generates volume for you, and you can earn up to $60,000 a week in residual income. You heard it right, a week, $60,000 a week, that's the maximum, okay? That's about $3 million a year. That's without counting sales. That's without counting bonuses. That's without counting car program. That's without counting MGRS. Okay, this is only the residual income aspect that I'm about to explain to you. And last but not least, today I'm going to share 12 different ways that you can actually earn money or earn prizes or earn recognition with this business. Okay, and we are actually going to start with the easiest way. Is that the moment you join the company, you actually receive an e-commerce platform that's a multi-million-dollar website, right? It's a software that is built in the back end to provide you in a front end business that you can start building from today. Okay, so you can earn up to 59% retail profits on all personal VIP shoppers purchases, right? This is through the platform, through the software, or which equals, right, up to 38% discount on your entire shop. So you can do this in 2 different ways. You can actually retail products, in direct sales, person to person. Okay, I meet with Reza, we have a coffee, he loves my product, he would like to try it, I give him a bottle of Fountain of Life, he tries it, he loves it, he buys it, I make my profitability. Okay, it could be my friends and family, it could be my neighbors, it could be my friends at the office, it could be anybody, person to person. I met you, you like my product, you buy it from me, I make the difference, okay? From what I buy and to what I sell. Very easy concept. I think most people, this is the easiest way, and a lot of people know it, right? It's like your bread and butter of every day. Okay, it's your money of today. Now you can also do that through the e-commerce platform. That means you have a website, okay, opulence.com/Daniela. You promote your website. Whoever buys from that website and creates a VIP shopper account earns certain amount of Opulence points for buying from you. They enter entire perks for the VIP program. All of this, so then you make the retail profits from whatever they buy. Okay, so if they buy products, you make the sale straight into your back office. You can monitor your purchases of your customers. Easy and simple. I think this is one of the easiest ways that actually people can make money in our business. Now, I have an average table here. I call them the Mickey Mouse numbers, just to explain to you how the potential of the money could grow. So I can have one VIP shopper that average buys 5 items from me. Out of those 5 items, right, if I'm actually actively selling the Safe Home Revolution, what happens is that it's an average, obviously, of more than actually 5 items, but you know it's normally 30% of that. So if average profit per item, it's $20. Like right now, Fountain of Life average is $20 profitability. In the website, if you buy 5 bottles from me, I make $100. Okay, easy and simple. If I have two VIP shoppers, I bought 10 bottles from me, $200. 20 VIP shoppers, 100 bottles, $2,000. So how many products are you selling on a monthly basis? And if you look in our YouTube channel, we have a time management and money management training where you can actually track your timing versus the amount of income that you are generating. So I just have these numbers to show you the potential of how much money you could be making on a monthly basis. So my question to you normally is, how much money do you want to earn on a monthly basis? So when people tell me, okay, will $500 make a difference in your household? They say, yeah, absolutely. Okay, perfect. So let me train you. How can you easily earn $500 a month? If I'm going to be focusing myself on retail profits, I can easily show you how can you earn, your $500 in profits. Okay, I'm not talking about sales, I'm just talking about profits. So it's very easy, it's simple, and as you can see here, it will be an average of 20 to 25 bottles a month. So that's 1 bottle a day, right? If you do 1 bottle a day, that could more or less means $500 of profitability a month. So now I know that before I go to bed, I need to find one customer with 1 bottle of Fountain of Life. So imagine when you do have one customer that buys 5, well, guess what? Your time becomes, a lot smaller. You're still going to invest the same time in your business, but now you are averaging way more than the $500 that you started with. Okay, and this is why I love this, because it's a ripple effect. Okay, one customer introduced you to 5 new people, 5 new people introduce you to 25 new people, 25 new people, so on and so forth. So the more people you have and the more customers you have, you're building relationship with these customers are going to introduce you to new customers as well. Okay, any questions on retail profits?
So far, no questions.
Awesome. Number 2, there is something called wholesale profit. So the second way that you can actually earn money with a company is by opening new personal online shops. Okay, we call it launches. So you're launching shops around the world. So you could be in America or Europe or Africa or Asia. It doesn't matter. If you know someone that would love to open their own online shop, you are going to receive a wholesale commission for it. Okay. And in that sense, you can actually open, we have 3 different packages. We have retailer, promoter, and advisor shops. And based on those shops, you actually earn a profit. So when you launch a retailer shop, you actually earn $25 as a thank you, right? You are guiding that person to build their business. So you are getting paid for that. Promoter, $100. If you are a lifestyle advisor and you open a promoter shop, you earn $100 in wholesale profits. And if you are a lifestyle advisor that opens up a lifestyle advisor shop, you get paid $250. So same person that would like to make $500 extra a month, all they have to do is open 2 new lifestyle advisor shops and right there is your $500 for the month. But if now you want $1,000, then you can do 2 lifestyle advisor shops and the same amount of bottles that you were, selling earlier, about having 10 new VIP shoppers that have 5 products each, and each one, gives you $100 profit. So you can start choosing and deciding based on, your list, based on the amount of customers you have, based on the amount of people that would love to work with you. What it is the next step. Have you sent me a referral? Have you purchased from me? Okay, you can now grow and expand into other areas of the business. So $1,000 a month could equal, 4 new shops. How you want to build your business is up to you. You have that freedom and that flexibility, right? So if you want to earn extra $1,000, well, guess what? Bring 4 lifestyle advisor shops this month, and your $250 per shop is there. So that's extra $1,000, right? Isn't that awesome? So you can bring money from selling the product and money from opening shops around the world. And I always say it like this: if you are new and you're looking at, okay, how can I make money right away? You have actually 2 rights. You have the right to sell the product, and you have the right to sell the business opportunity. So which one is best for you? Whatever your customer chooses is okay with you. Okay, whatever they choose is okay with you. And most of the times, because we love our business, I know we take it very personal, but the intention is for people to be excited, to understand the business, to use it for themselves and their families, or pass it on to other people, right? The business is very simple. It's just that sometimes, like humans, we just like to, complicate it a little. So that's basically it. Retail profits, wholesale profits. Simple, okay? Now, when you join the business and you have now your e-commerce platform, the only thing we ask you to do is to have a minimum usage, right? We want to make sure that you are actively selling, that you're actively using the product, whether it is for personal use, whether you're going to be buying for others, whatever it is. So we have something called the $150 personal volume qualification. So what this is that it allows you to basically buy products, or if you don't want to have products on a specific month, you can buy something very cool we have called shopping credits. So in our company, what we have is that when you do and you teach your team to do the same, everybody makes sure that they earn $150 in personal volume. It allows you to, understand which accounts or which shops are active in your team.
I
Now,
see one
active
question,
means,
Daniela.
yeah.
Paula's asking, kindly remind us to locate this particular training. Will it be on YouTube or in
Yeah,
the back office?
YouTube. There is a playlist called Business Training, and you're going to see their compensation plan. Okay.
Okay. That's
Now, I
uh,
do this training every month, once a month, the 4th Saturday of the month. So my words might be different, but the concept is the same. Okay. Because it's basically the training is live. So if you were to open a business today, and you have to pay rent and employees and electricity and gas and all of the main basic things that you need in order to run a business, right? Will that be, you think it will cost you more than $150? Right? Absolutely, yes. In this e-commerce business where you only need your phone, you only need a computer, you only need the very, very, very basic things to, have your business. Would you rather, have a brick and mortar business where you have thousands upon thousands of overhead costs versus 150 with your e-commerce platform? Okay. You have basically 30 days every month to come up with a minimum of $150 in personal volume, which in most countries equals 4 bottles of Fountain of Life, or a couple of bottles of toothpaste and a couple of bottles of Fountain of Life. So even if you're only buying products for your own personal use, this could definitely help you either save money for products, so you can either have shopping credits there and then, redeem shopping credits once a year, or buy products every month. Now, if you teach your team, and when I say team, I mean other shops in your organization to do the same, duplication starts to happen because you're going to make and earn, commissionable volume on all those transactions. You can either shop products to sell, okay, like I was sharing in number one. I can buy products, have a little bit of an inventory, and direct selling to customers, or I can shop for my personal use. I can just buy the products for myself, okay? And then I'm going to be able to do this every calendar month, okay? Now, depending on which date did I actually join the business, I could change this, right? I could definitely place my order at any time. I can do that. I can choose a date, like, as long as it's before my shopping credit date. I'm going to say before this date on every month, I'm going to be placing an order. So you can do that to make it easier for you. That's your personal choice. We always have clients, for example, yesterday we had a lady saying, my shopping credit day is next week. Can I make a purchase today? Absolutely. That's the freedom, right? You can buy products anytime. Then she says, okay, is my credit card going to be charged? Well, if you have a smart buy and you have said, no, do not process my smart buy if I'm PV qualified, then we will not process your smart buy. If you selected yes, because regardless of what you buy today, you still want your smart buy, then put yes. But you have the freedom to change that anytime. Now, we want to make sure you have it and you set it and forget it. If you are super busy and you don't have the time to be looking at those things, we have that option too, right? So it's up to you. You have the freedom to make it happen. Now, what happens is that a lot of people say, okay, I was PV qualified for the month, then I don't have to buy anything. And that's right. But I still want to have my 10% smart buy discount. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing, because now people say, oh, well, I was PV qualified. Yeah, you were PV qualified for that month. You didn't have to buy because you already purchased something. But if it happens to be that that purchase was not on that calendar month, then you were not qualified with your 150 for that calendar month. Therefore, you lose your 10% discount, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So the PV qualification is very simple. As long as between every 30 days, based on your date, you have purchased a minimum of $150 on personal volume, you're always qualified, okay? And then the second part is called commissionable volume, which is the CV portion, okay? This is a daily accumulation from any transaction that happens in your organization, okay? So that means anybody who buys, launches, sells, or, upgrades any type of product, whatever happens in your team creates volume. And I want you to start getting into the habit of going into your website, looking at your volume, seeing what your team is growing, what are they building, why? Why do you want to see? Because every single transaction creates volume in your shop, and that volume, guess what? Can turn and convert into up to 8.5% in commissions. That means money for you, okay? So you are actually gonna generate CV from all sales, all orders, or launches, and all upgrades. So if whether you buy, you sell, you launch, or you upgrade anybody, those transactions or those sales generate volume. And you are accumulating on a daily basis, right? From any transaction to infinity. Again, infinity compensation plan. Doesn't matter that it's that person is in your team or not. It is they are generating volume in your organization. Maybe your friend is the one who recruited that person, but still is in your team. So you receive CV from those people. Isn't that cool? Now look at this. This is very exciting. If that transaction that happened in the organization equals fashion, beauty, personal care, or shopping credits, 30% of the Canadian value is going to be converted into volume. You are going to go into your back office, you're going to go into your volume, and you're going to see that for every transaction that had happened in your team, in Canadian Lifestyle Advisor value, 30% of what they bought pushes into CV. And if it's Fountain of Life, my apologies for that, because I know here in the photo of the Safe Home Revolution, you also see the Fountain of Life here, but it's just because I love the photo for the Safe Home Revolution. But only Fountain of Life alone, 60% of the Canadian Lifestyle Advisor pricing pushes into the binary in the form of CV, okay? So I want to make it very clear. I know sometimes we just don't hear all the words, and our CEO always says semantics matter, right? So we have to be very careful with our words and understanding how the push up of the CV happens, right? So if somebody buys $150, and I want you to take out your calculator so that you know and you understand these numbers. If a person buys $150 in shopping credits, okay, it doesn't matter in which part of the world they are not buying product, they're buying shopping credits. So it is Canadian value, okay? Remember, we're a Canadian company, so everything is based on Canadian value. $150 in shopping credits is going to give you $150 in personal volume, and 30% of 150 is how much? Post in the chat for me, how much CV are you going to receive if your team buys $150 in shopping credits? I want to see it. How much CV you are going to receive from a customer or a partner or a VIP shopper or anybody who buys.
I see 45, 45, 45.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we do have people paying attention. $45 in CV. So the same concept happens when they buy fashion. So if I am buying $150 purse, $45, okay, in Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing are going to push up in the binary. Okay, now I'm going to make a stop here because I know sometimes it's confusing. If I live in Kenya, for example, or in Asia, I am in Singapore or in the Philippines, 45% zone pricing, that 45% is to pay VATs and duties, is not to pay the value of the product. Okay. So the push-up is based on the Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing. 30% of that is going to push in the binary. Now, what happens is that if I buy shopping credits today, $150, I get 45 CV. And then my same customer uses those shopping credits to buy Fountain of Life. I am entitled to the extra 30%, okay? Because Fountain of Life pays 60%. So when they use their shopping credits, okay, they are redeeming the shopping credits that they purchased, I get the extra 30%, okay? So you will get the extra $45, okay? That means that if you buy $300 in Fountain of Life, okay, you're basically buying double, okay? 60% of that, 180, okay, pushes into the binary, okay? Canadian and Lifestyle Advisor, okay? Now, I want to make sure I give you the difference because, you know, sometimes people call the office and they just have these questions. But, and when they ask the questions, I know it's something that it's very common. So I take a little bit extra time to explain you. Is there any questions so far on how the volume pushes into the binary?
No questions for now.
Perfect. So 30% for fashion, beauty, and personal care, 60% for Fountain of Life. Okay. I do see one Q&A. Naima, I don't know if it's relevant for today, but I'm going to just move on. Now, when I join, I know I have to have my PV. I'm going to earn CV from my team, and all I have to do is activate my binary. In order to activate my binary, you don't have to do this in the first day. You don't have to do this in the first week. You don't have to do this in the first month. Actually, there's people who don't even have activated their binary. It doesn't matter when you do it. Listen, I want to make this pause. This business, it's all about longevity. It is all about strength. It is all about stability. Okay, we're not here to become rich tomorrow. This is something that you build. Sometimes people are so excited they want to activate their binary right away. I started my business, I want to activate my binary. I bring one person on the left, one person on the right. That's all you have to do. One person on the left, one person on the right. But what happens is because they were told that, and they bring the first two people on the right, then they call, they are so, you know, worried that, no, I made a mistake. This person was not on the right, was on the left. And it is the second person that they bring in the business. So I want to make sure that as leaders, you guys are sharing with your team. You are going to make the money. It's just about when are you going to make the money, because you are accumulating it there. Nothing is going to happen to your volume. As long as you're active, your volume is going to keep on coming, keep on coming, keep on coming, right? So don't worry. I want to give you this peace of mind that don't worry if within your first people or your first couple of people, you put them all in the same team, because you know you can actually become an LD1 with all the people in the same team. Imagine LD1 only building one team. It doesn't really matter where the person is located, right? You can build 6 people on your right team and nothing is going to happen to your volume. You're just not activating your binary. You're not going to make commissions yet. But guess what? Isn't it nicer and faster to start having a strong team? And when you activate the binary, boom, you qualify for a bigger cycle. Now, this is absolutely up to you. Corporate doesn't get involved in that. We give you the freedom to choose where you want to place your team members. But something very cool that happens is that when you are a lifestyle advisor, you actually receive 3 business centers. So when you open your binary tree and you look at your downline, you are always all the way in the top. You're going to see your name 3 times. Okay. Your business center 1 is the top. Then you're going to see business center 2 is the left name, and business center 3 is going to be your right. And the reason why I love this is because you're getting not only your shop, you're actually getting 3 shops. Isn't that cool? Now, if I am actively generating my $150 in personal volume, guess what? Every activity that happens in your business center 2 and in your business center 3, you get double the CV. Okay. So anything that happens on your left team, as you can see on my slides, anything that happens on your left team is going to reflect on your business center 2 and in your business center 1. Right? So you're going to basically receive the CV in both business centers. So you're going to receive money on both business centers. So 2 times. Okay. So I'm going to assume that this person I brought on the left. Okay. I'm going to assume this person is an LA. So I am going to receive $500 on my business center 2, and I'm going to receive $500 in commission of volume in business center 1. So I received the CV 2 times. Isn't that cool? So even though I cannot recruit on the right side of the business center 2, and I cannot recruit on the left side of business center 3, it's there for me to build for the future. All I'm doing is from the moment I join my business, I start building with strength. I start building with longevity. I'm looking for the future, right? Now, anything you do on your business, on your right team, okay, assuming that this person on the right became a lifestyle advisor, I am going to receive $500 in commission over volume in business center 3 and $500 in commission over volume in business center 1. Isn't
Okay,
that cool?
I have 2 questions. The
Yeah.
first one is one of my downline bought a set of shampoo by her, with her, I think, shopping credit, but it does not get generated volume to me. Another one bought set of shampoo and it got generated volume. Is it normal?
Yeah. So we have to look into that account. What I can tell you it could happen is that if the person is using bonus shopping credits when they launch, okay, whatever is given for free is not going to generate volume because it's given to you for free. The CV, okay, comes from the purchase of the product. So if they are using their shopping credits to buy the shampoo, what happens is that you already got paid when they bought the shopping credits. Okay, the CV is push up when the dollar transaction happens, when something is going on in the credit card. Okay, that is not related to shipping or taxes. So there is 2 reasons why it could be that you didn't receive volume for that order. Number 1, it could be because they use their gift shopping credits when they launch. Okay, the bonus that is given for free, obviously there is no volume on that. Or number 2, if they are using their shopping credits. Okay, so you get paid when that person bought $150 in shopping credits, you receive $45 CV. Now, 1 month later, they are using those shopping credits to buy shampoo. Obviously, the volume is already paid. But if that person in that order, they paid cash at checkout for those shampoos, you definitely receive 30% in CV.
Okay,
Okay, I hope that answers the question. Next.
The 30% fashion and the 6% of FOL applied to the package.
No, which package? The welcome package?
I'm not sure. That's what it says.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we understand this. When we are lifestyle advisors and they launch with their package, the CV is based on the value of the product, okay? Which, don't ask me these questions because I have so many surprises for you next week. But your $500 CV that you get for the LA is based on, it's actually a lot more, but it's based on the value of the products, okay? Actually is a lot more because the value of the CV of the products that you get is about $350 and you still get 500 in CV. But normally in a regular day-to-day order, whatever your client buys, okay, or whatever they pay at checkout is transferred into CV. I hope that answers the question. Is that clear?
Very clear to me. Another one came up. It says, they said 5,000 CV to power cycle.
No, we're gonna get into power cycles in a minute. Okay. Any more questions so far?
That's it for now.
Perfect. So in order to activate your binary, going back to where I was, you need to mentor one lifestyle advisor that generates $150 in personal volume on the left, and one lifestyle advisor that generates $150 in personal volume on the right. That's all you need to activate it. Now, it had happened to me, and I know many partners are here, they can attest to that because I see it every day. You know, I have one on the left, one on the right, and I didn't get paid. Did you have enough volume? Number one. Number two, did you have one on the left, one on the right? Yes. Are they on 150? Have they generated $150 in the past 30 days? So if you only have one on the left and one on the right, there is no much volume that you're going to have on both teams enough to qualify you for commissions every week. But I wouldn't stop there, right? This is the minimum you need to activate it. So if you have a downline of, you know, I don't know, 500 people, you cannot rely only in one active person because you have 4 weeks in a month. So every week the software is going to check if in the past 30 days, this person generated PV. And if it happens to be that that month, that person didn't generate the PV, are you going to put in jeopardy all your commissions because of one person? No, because this is your income, right? So you want to make sure that you are continuously building with new people that are newly generating 150. So you always make sure every week there is someone on the left and someone on the right generating 150. Okay? Any more questions before I move on?
This one is regarding the Opulence points.
We're going to get there in a minute.
Points. Okay, sure.
Perfect. So now let's look at the binary cycles, how the cycles are structured so that I can respond to the question about the power cycle to Nathaniel. So you can earn up to 8.5% on your entire organization to infinity, right? We talked about that in the beginning. So in order to generate this money, we divide it into cycles, okay? And the software is always so good that it's going to try to find which of the best combinations could be made in your CV in order to pay you, right? So let's say that you come into the business and you activate your binary. You have one person on the left and one person on the right. So you start getting volume, right? You start accumulating volume from the activities of the person on the left and the activities of the person on the right, okay? Now, the minimum you need for the first level cycle is $900 in commissionable volume. If you look at my volume, doesn't have a money sign because it will be translated into money, but it is not money at that time, okay? So you have $900 in CV, okay, between your two teams. The software is going to find 3 different combinations, okay? You can have 1/3 of the $900 on the left and 2/3 of the $900 on the right. You can have 50% on the left and 50% on the right, or you can have 2/3 on the left and 1/3 on the right. Either of these 3 combinations, the software is going to look for in your team, in your volume, to make sure you cycle at least for the level 1. Okay, so this example you see on my screen is based on that level 1. So let's say you have $900 in total. okay? Total CV, 900. So let's look for the same combinations. Do you have $300 on the left and $600 on the right? Check mark. You get paid $45. Or do you have 450 on the left, 450 on the right equals 900? Check mark. You get paid $45. Or do you have 600 on the left and 300 on the right? Check mark. You have 900 CV, you get paid $45. Okay? So with either of these three combinations, you can get paid up to $45. Okay? Now check this out. This chart is also on your document, okay? This little chart shows you the different levels because the more volume you have, the more money you can make, right? If you have $900 in CV, you get paid $45. Now look at this. You could be a lifestyle advisor or a lifestyle promoter on $75 PV. And for the same amount of people and the same amount of CV, you just make 50% of it. So instead of making $45, you are actually going to earn 25. So my question to people who would like to downgrade is, would you rather do a little bit of an effort, get your products, sell some products, buy for, for the future? A lot of people save their money to buy at Christmas, for example, or for their anniversary or whatever. Like, do you rather be making 50% of the commission or full commission, right? So people say, no, full commission. I want, my 8.5%. So instead of, making my 5% on a cycle number one, I want to make sure I don't make 2.5, right? So if you are a lifestyle advisor on 150, you get $45. But if you're a lifestyle advisor or a promoter on 75, you get half of it. Okay. So my question to you is, what happens if instead of having 900, you have 1,800? If you have double the amount of CV, it's not like we're going to pay you 2 small cycles. No, we pay you more. Instead of giving you 2 cycles of 45, right? We give you 1 cycle of 100. Isn't that cool? So the software is going to look, oh, by the way, you actually have 1,800. So instead of giving you 2 45s, we give you 1 time $100. And the software is going to look for the same 3 combinations with more money. 600 on the left, 1,200 on the right. 900 on the left or 900 on the right, or 1,200 on the left, 600 on the right. It's double the money, okay? Now, level cycle number 3, you do double that, okay? So you now have 3,600. Instead of giving you 2 cycles of 100, we give you 1 cycle of 220. So now every time you do more volume, you get an increase on your paycheck. Isn't that cool? So the software is going to look for 1,200 on the left, 2,400 on the right, 1,800 on the left, or 1,800 on the right, or 2,400 on the left, 1,200 on the right. So the software is always going to look for one of those 3 combinations that will pay you the most. And if there is still left over, because you did 5,400 for power cycle, just to respond to Nathaniel, it's actually $5,400 to get level 4 of the cycle structure. Now, you are going to get paid as a lifestyle advisor who's generating $150 in personal volume, $400 cash, okay, per cycle. You're going to get 2 bonuses, which is $30 for marketing and $30 for convention. And I'm going to show you in a minute where the bonuses look like, okay? And the software is going to look same again, the same 3 combinations, $1,800 on the left, $3,600 on the right, or $2,700 on the left and $2,700 on the right, or $3,600 on the left, $1,800 on the right. So these, I call it the cheat sheet because you can actually go and see, how much volume you have. So what I suggest you is on Sunday night, when the software looks for the cycles at the first time, it's going to look and make a calculation between Monday to Sunday. How much current volume do you have? How much do you have on the left? How much do you have on the right? And now based on your rank advancement, how much money we can pay you on a weekly basis. Okay. So if you're a lifestyle advisor, you can make up to $1,000, right? But if you're an LD1, 1,500. If you're an LD2, 2,500, so on and so forth. So as long as as you grow in the company, you are just expanding your weekly commissions. You can make more on a weekly basis. Is there any questions about binary cycles?
Yes, I do see, Natalia, I still have another question. Do you choose which cycle to cash out, or does a computer or the software chooses?
Yeah, the software does it for you. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. That's why a lot of people, like for example, on Fridays, a lot of people are wanting to make sure they are qualifying, or, you know, all the volume. And let me pause right here. This is actually a great question. You don't control when the volume comes through you, because there is activities happening in your organization every day. You don't control when customers are going to place an order or when they don't, right? Or partners, maybe, you know, let's say Naima, you're in my team and you recruit someone today. So I'm going to get $500 into my pending. So when people buy products, whether it's shopping credits or just, you know, shops, products on their shops, and they're buying products, it goes through a 7-day period, right? 7 days goes into pending in case something happens, in case there is a weekend, in case, you know, the credit card decline, whatever happens with that order. So 7 days, the volume goes into pending. If after 7 days, there was no changes on that order, it goes into your current. And then on Sunday of that week, whatever, you will get paid on that money. Now, if it's a new partner, a new shop, by law, we have to give them 10 days cooling off period. So we are giving the customer 10 days if anything happened with that shop, okay? Or if they want to cancel or whatever. So 10 days, the volume goes into pending. After 10 days, it goes into your current, and that Sunday you get paid on it. So because you cannot control that, every week you're going to have different amounts of volume, and based on that volume, the software is going to pay you. So whatever you have for this week is going to pay you for this week. Maybe you have 299 on the left. So don't worry, you're just not going to cycle this week, but guess what? Excuse me. Maybe next week you're going to have more than $300 in CV on the left, and you could potentially cycle on a higher level. Okay. So that's why I always say, don't get frustrated, because some people is like, no, I want to cycle this week. And you know, don't worry, your CV is going to remain there, because we don't flush your volume there. Everything that is left over will be carried to the next week. Isn't that cool? So you don't have to worry about, oh my God, what's going to happen with my volume this week? I'm going to lose it. No, because we're going to keep it there for you. So even if you don't cycle tomorrow, don't worry, you are accumulating the CV for next week. You know, I have seen accounts where people have been active for, let's say, a couple of years, and they have thousands upon thousands of volume in one side of their team. They're just not cycling, but they are not worried, because guess what? The moment they're ready to come and build the business, boom, 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 they're going to start cash, whatever they have accumulated and built. That's something very cool we have. Okay.
Okay, Nancy says, is it possible to be paid 220 and 100 in one day on the above volume paid the total 5,400 CV, which is power cycle?
So depending on how much you have, of course. So for example, 36 plus 1,800 equals a 5,400, right? Because if you didn't have enough volume in one of your legs, okay, if you didn't have at least $1,800 minimum, right? 1,800 to do a power cycle on one side, but you had 1,200 and then you had 600, of course, you're going to get 220 plus 100. But if you have enough to cover the minimum for the level 4, you will definitely get 400. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question.
Okay, that's it for now. Not sure I see a chat.
Is that it for now?
$, right now. I think, thank you. Great job. Very cool. So amazing. So that's.
Let's focus on the questions. So if you have questions, put them there. Give them to Naima in the Q&A. I want to make sure you guys understand it. You are equipped, because also after you're passing this information to your partners. Okay. So the power cycle, which is what you're about to see here, is that you, and I just put it as basically the same wording, I just put it in different graphics to make it easier for you. Okay, so basically same thing. The third way you're gonna make money is lifelong residual income. Okay, the CV is gonna come from upgrades, product sales, and redemption. So all you have to do is bring one person on the left and one person on the right to activate your binary, then teach your team to do the same so that they can actually duplicate. And then we will pay you to infinity. Okay, what's going to happen is that you're going to generate volume from all sales that happen in your team, everything they launch, everything they buy, everything they sell, and everything they upgrade, to generate $5,400 in CV maximum on both teams to earn $400 power cycle plus bonuses. Okay, so I do the same chart. Okay, I just flip it so you can see it in different ways. So you earn $400 cash plus $30 for convention plus $30 for your marketing pool. Isn't it cool? So it is a different way of seeing it, but it is the same concept. So I just flip it. My goal is to make $5,400 in CV to make $400 power cycle, because the more volume I have, the more money I make. But I can do 5,400 in cycles of 45. Yes, you can too. You just make less money and it takes you longer. So my thing is that you don't ever guess, or you don't ever question if you're going to make money in the company. It's just when you're going to make money in the company, right? You're going to make the money. The money is going to stay there, because we don't flush as long as you are on Smart Buy. Okay, you are on your $150 personal volume. No, there's no CV breakage. There is always the remaining CV will be carried to the following week. Okay, perfect. Number 4, you can actually earn money with your personal team bonus, which is all lifestyle advisors. Personal team bonus allows you to earn 10% on every retailer purchase and 5% on every lifestyle promoter purchase. So anything they buy in the company, the difference between the discounts, remember, retailers have 20% discount and promoters have 25% discount. So the difference, we pay it to you. That's why everything in the company is based on lifestyle advisor pricing, because for me, it doesn't matter as a company, it doesn't matter which type of shop do you have. The cost and the commissions are paid based on the lifestyle advisor pricing, because we give that profit to you. So in my Mickey Mouse numbers, I see that if I have 10 retailers, okay, 10 retailers buying $500 family pack every month, because we said our goal is to sell 1 bottle of FOL a day, right? 1 bottle of FOL a day, that's 30 bottles a month. So I'm just assuming they only do half of the work. They only work for 13 bottles a month. So they only buy 1 family pack. Actually, right now it's a little bit less than $500, but average, okay? So if they buy average of $500 a month because they want to generate $150 in profits, I always look at the profit. I don't look at how much it's going to cost me, because we live in different countries, right? I look at the money aspect, how much is going to be your income. So $5,000 in sales between your team, you get an extra team bonus of $500 per month. Isn't that cool? And if I have 10 lifestyle promoters who do the same purchase, the difference between their discounts is given, or it's paid to me. So I earn extra $250 per month. Isn't this awesome? That means I make 10% on all my retailers. So that means I can have 100 retailers, or people who are not willing to recruit, or they are not willing to grow, and they just want to stay retailers because they want to sell their product. Fantastic. You're still going to make that extra, 10% from what they buy. This is very cool. But right now, I don't want you to have lifestyle promoters and retailers, because they can actually upgrade for 50%, right? So right now, I would be on the phone calling all my retailers, and I would be calling all my promoters to tell them about the promotion. And actually, just so that you know, we have our PVS team giving them a call, and people are so excited over the phone. They had no idea. Like, you guys are not doing a good job of sharing the news and the promotions and the excitement. people are like, what? This is so awesome. You know, people are so excited when they hear the promotion. And we're sending it on the newsletter, we're letting everybody know. But you know, we have thousands of partners that are not on these calls, or maybe they just don't know about the promotion, right? Any question? Cool.
Not now. Well, let's see the points one, and we'll wait for that one.
Okay. Now, the next way that a lot of people are earning money is the monthly global revenue sharing. Okay. And the reason why I personally love this is because it educates you on the minimum requirements of your business to buy, sell, launch, upgrade, buy, sell, launch, upgrade. All you got to do in your business is buy, sell, launch, upgrade, right? It is simple. We just complicate it in our headspace. So you basically earn beyond your bonuses, beyond your sales, beyond your long residual income. You earn from this sharing. Okay, so what we do is we gather all the power cycles in the company. We divide it in shares based on how many people are qualifying and are doing the basics of their business. So if you're a lifestyle advisor, you get 1 share. If you're a lifestyle director 1, you get 2 shares. If you're a lifestyle director 2, 3, 4, you know, presidential or royal, you get 3 shares. And how do you do it? So I'm going to share with you the 3 different methods. And I think it's like super clear. If you're not understanding me, raise your hand. I want to make sure you do. The method for this is to generate at least $2,500 in personal volume. That's the easiest. All I do is I come in, I buy products, I sell products, I save them for the future, whatever I want, right? I'm just investing in my sales. Done. The reason why we created this is because a lot of people came into the business to sell products. So they don't necessarily are recruiting people, but they are selling the product. So we want to make sure that they are at least doing 150. Okay. Can you see my screen? I don't know, something happened here. I lost you guys.
It's very clear. We can see it.
Okay. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm generating personal volume, okay? And based on my personal volume, I get the qualification, okay? So the traditional method is buy, sell, upgrade, and launch. Sorry, launch and upgrade, doesn't matter. So the traditional method will allow you to have your minimum of 150 of PV. That's the minimum we require, right? That you can buy products for yourself, buying products to sell, or saving money for the future. Number 2, launch a lifestyle promoter or lifestyle advisor. Just open a shop, 1 shop, okay? Minimum. If you open a promoter shop, you get $200 in CV. If you open an advisor shop, you get $500 CV. Okay? And sell $200 in new retail sales. Now, I find that $200 really is very, very minimum, but you could be selling 1 bottle of FOL a day, right? So within 2 weeks, you will do it. You don't even need the entire month. If you want to have VIP shoppers, but I find that VIP shoppers normally do not only buy 1 bottle of FOL. So your sales are going to be a lot more than that. Okay? But this is the minimum. Now, I accumulate everything I buy, everything I sell, everything I launch, and everything I upgrade in CV value that converts into BQE. I need $750 in BQE. Okay? So how do I get the BQE? It's all the CV from your sales, all the CV from your launches, and 50% CV from what you buy. Very simple. Okay? If I was to accumulate these and turn it into PV, equals $2,500 in PV. So it's fair, right? You can buy products and get the PV. You can buy a momentum package and get the PV. Or you can do it the traditional method and get the PV. Okay? All I want to make sure is that I'm actively working. Okay. A lot of people get confused with the BQB. So we created a MGRS calculator that based on what you buy, based on what you sell, based on what you launch and upgrade, you can calculate how far are you from achieving the 750. Okay. But if you're personally buying the product, 50% of the CV value of that purchase is going to go into the BQB. Okay. Now, I try to explain it as simple as possible, but I still know that some people would have questions. So we can make different live examples to show you where the BQB could be calculated. And the calculator was very cool because it just helped a lot of people to understand, okay, I need $100 more. I am on 650 BQB. Where do I get the other 100? I would say go sell products because you will get 100% of the CV from that sale. But if you buy it, only 50% counts. So you would have to buy double. Okay. Now, the third way is buying the momentum package. We have some very, very cool customers that are actively selling. I see people buying 2 momentum packs in a month. Can you believe that? Because they're selling hundreds of bottles every month. So now I love this because without even touching social media, without even doing a show, they are already doing, 100 bottles a month, but they are getting a lot of free products. They're getting $200. They're getting $500 for free. They're getting 30,000 Opulence points per transaction. Now they're earning, commissions or profits if they're actively selling online too. But this is just awesome. So momentum package also gives you $2,500 in PV because that's the cost of the product, right? Any questions?
It's not related to this, but I see 2 questions.
Okay. Is it something that I already talked about, or is it something that it's coming?
One is a new member. She says she is confused about the whole thing and how it works.
So what it is your confusion, my dear? If you can explain to me what it is confusing to you so I can make it a little bit more clear, I would love to answer to your question. My coffee is now iced coffee. What do you say, my dear?
If you can maybe give her advice or where to go find the questions that she's confused about.
All right. And what's the other question?
The other questions is regarding the points, and I
Points.
guess
Okay. We're coming to points. So everybody's super clear on MGRS. I think you guys do because we have the super queens of MGRS here and everybody's qualifying, right? A lot of you are qualifying on a monthly basis, or maybe you have qualified on 1 month. Maybe the next month you weren't very active, so you didn't. Doesn't matter. You can do it every month or you don't have to. Awesome. We have something called rank advancement incentive. That's another way of earning, right? You can earn whether it doesn't have like a cash value, but you earn experiences. And of course, I love this amazing incentive. So the first one is the luxury cruise. The cruise where you actually, as you become an LD2, you actually earn it for free. And we do have a requalification for the cruise, so you can actually requalify, okay? Before we were having the cruises every other year. We actually had 2 cruises together on a couple of years. But we will hopefully go back to our cruises in 2022, okay? Then if you become a Lifestyle Director 3, you also earn your exclusive LD3 Summit. As a Lifestyle Director 4, you also earn an exotic vacation, which actually was planned for 2020 to be Dubai. So we are going to Dubai, but I don't know which year. First class travel for lifestyle, presidential lifestyle directors, and private jet travel to royal lifestyle directors. Very cool. Okay. The next way of earning money is with Opulence points. And I know there is questions about it. So basically Opulence points is you can earn and accumulate free points with your regular business activities. I love this. So for income generating activities, you get Opulence points. So it's like when you go to the grocery stores and you earn points because you buy in the same store. Same thing here. We're recognizing and giving you free points for your regular business activities, right? And then you can redeem it for free products. Okay, it's given to you for free. So basically, when you launch as a lifestyle advisor, you get 47,000 Opulence points, right? Now, if you are the person who's, sharing, you're launching a lifestyle advisor, you get 15,000 Opulence points. Isn't that cool? So if I'm a lifestyle advisor, I earn $250 in wholesale profits, but I also earn 15,000 Opulence points, which is $150 in fashion products. So where is this is a no-brainer. I am making $250 cash plus 150 free fashion that I can just get products, redeem products, and sell them, right? So I can still have access to the $150 for free because I can get it either in cash or in product, okay? Obviously, I find that most people keep their products from the Opulence points because they just like to brag about it, okay? So you also get points for launching promoters and retailers. You get points for qualifying for MGRS. You get points for buying the momentum package when you renew your shop, for the top monthly PV. Okay, I look at who's the top monthly PV, who's doing the most amount of sales, okay, and the most amount of sharing the business. I am recognizing the monthly PV and the top launcher, for example. So in your Night of the Stars, you see who's the top person. Okay, if they do the minimum, obviously, which is $2,500 for the momentum pack. I don't look at the momentum pack because you're already getting a lot of free product there. But if you're buying from your own shop to sell, why not, right? And as you rank advance, you also get Opulence points for rank advancing. So it's very, very cool. Now, give me the questions for Opulence points, Naima, please.
Okay, the Opulence points question was, how do you generate the Opulence points?
Awesome. So if you go into the Opulence points section in your back office, you will see this chart I have right here. Okay. And with this chart, you can see, without knowing the question, how you earn the Opulence points. Okay.
Okay, and the other one says, do Opulence points generate CV or?
No, Opulence points is Opulence points. Okay, Opulence points is free product. It's a gift. Okay. So you just redeem for whatever gift you want based on the retail price of the product.
Okay, cool? When you become an LA, what do you do to get to the next level?
Awesome. So when you are an LA, your first level, I would say, in your, how can I say, in your Opulence highway, I would say, first of all, qualify for MGRS. Because that is going to educate you, it's going to train you on what you are supposed to do on a monthly basis. Qualify for MGRS, then become an LD1. After you become an LD1, earn your first car. After earning your first car, become an LD2. Earn the cruise for free, right? You need to set up your goals. Great question. Next.
Okay, Journey by Faith asks, I think I missed, can you go over the benefit of being LA or LB? Because I believe when you're recruiting prospects, it's important that they know the benefits of these ranks.
Great question. Absolutely. I can definitely go back to that. So I'm going to share with you how I share it with our PBS team. So I'm actually going to stop my sharing so that I can show you and understand you. Like when it comes to the benefits, right? I feel that if I need to know, and this is just me, this is how my behavior as a buyer is, and I would love your input as leaders if you want to share it on the chat group. I am a person that when I am shopping, I'm a shopaholic, right? Like I am always constantly shopping, but I always look at what other companies do when it comes to the value of my money because I work hard for my money. So I find that people, when they want to invest, if they don't have that retailer mentality, I need to show them the value. And in my experience, 15 years on the field, I realized that a lot of people didn't understand the value of their money. So when I am showing the different packages. I don't just sell the packages, you need to do this. Like, no, I just ask the questions based on your behavior. I'm going to show you the value of my product. So when you are a lifestyle advisor, or why do you want to become a lifestyle advisor, is just number one, because the package on its own is the best value for your dollar. So it's like the best deal. So number one, looking at money versus value, my lifestyle advisor package has the best value for my dollar. That's number one, the easiest one, right? It's $2,450 value package that I buy for $1,500 basically. Okay, so I have the best value and I receive the most with the least amount of investment, but I'm getting the best perks. So why do I want to become a lifestyle advisor? Number one is the best value for my dollar when it comes to the package. Number two, if I'm a retailer or a promoter and I'm upgrading, why do I want to upgrade? Is number two, is where I get the maximum buying power. 30% from the get-go plus 10% smart buy discount after 3 months. So I'm going to get the best deal when it comes to the wholesale pricing. Okay, I'm just going to get the best pricing. Number three, that's my numbers. That's my starting point to earning lifelong residual income. If I'm a promoter and a retailer, for the same effort, I might not even have access to it. So if you're a retailer, you don't have access to the commissions from the lifelong residual income. You don't have access to the binary commissions. Simple as that. And if you're a promoter, I showed you earlier that you are just going to use the same resources, the same amount of people, the same amount of CB, but you're going to get paid half of it. Okay. Also, as a retailer, for example, you don't have access to Business Center 2 and Business Center 3. So if you want to earn double CV on your 3 different business centers, you have to be an advisor. So if you're looking at this with longevity and strength for the future, and you're here to build a business and you're going to take it serious as a business, I'm telling you, there is no way of going wrong with the lifestyle advisor package. But I need to understand, number one, the financial aspect of my prospect. If they're willing to invest, if I can show them, how can they recoup that money? Like if you are investing $1,500 in a business, when do you expect to see that return? Good question, right? So if I am a lifestyle advisor, how long am I going to take to get that money? Let's say you go to the bank and ask for a loan. And you say, I'm going to use my credit card to pay for this $1,500 or $1,800 or $1,850, for example, or $1,990 in Kenya, right? Every customer pays different in different countries, right? So let's say $2,000 is going to be my initial investment. How do I get the $2,000 back in my first 30 days? Where have you seen a business that can give you that return within your first 30 days? Are you ready to give that answer? You should all be ready to give that answer, right? So my point is, can I show you? Can I teach you? Because if people are worried right now for the $1,500 money that they need to put to invest, they shouldn't be worried about that. My worry should be, where am I going to the future? Like, who am I looking at? Where is my list? How many people I'm calling? How many people I'm selling? How many people I'm presenting to? That should be my goal. The $1,500 investment is going to come back 10 times folded. But I should be able, as a leader, to show them how to make it happen. I hope that answers your question. Why do I want to be an LA, right? So it's your maximum buying power, is your maximum income potential. Because if you're a promoter or a retailer, you're just not going to have the maximum income potential. You have more opulence points. It's just more product for free. You can have it for you and leave it for yourself and, just give yourself a pat in the back and say, yay, I did awesome. I deserve this free product. Great. You can do that too. I'm just showing you that opulence points also have a cash value. Okay. And I want you to see it like that. Use it and invest it for your customers. Give that concierge service to your customers. Go above and beyond for your customers. So I know Nathaniel is asking, how do VIPs use their Opulence points on their first purchase? Well, you don't use the Opulence points on the first purchase, you use it towards your next purchase, because my goal is for that VIP customer to continue to come and buy from you. So I want them to redeem on the second purchase or the third or the fourth, or continue accumulating points for a year, because I am building longevity with my customers. Maybe your VIP decides to become an LA later. Perfect, welcome, right? But now you have Opulence points for free products. They have access to the same products that you have, they just don't have access to the wholesale discount. Okay, so I want you to understand the different options so that you can talk about it with confidence. Okay. Is there any more questions?
No, I don't see any more questions for now.
Awesome. Now, in order to clarify, for example, for the CV is calculated in Canadian pricing, right? And let me open a shop here so you can follow with me. One second. Let me open. I find that when I show you in the back office, it's also more clear.
Danny, I see another question. And Hannah is asking, explain about the business center 2, 3, and why do you need 3 business centers?
Actually, you don't need it. You don't need 3 business centers. You're just accumulating more volume so that you eventually can make money on business center 1, business center 2, and business center 3. Okay, and I'm going to show you where you see that in your prosperity book. Just give me a minute. So I'm going to go back to this. So in your back office, basically, just responding to that question, you can see under your team volume, you're going to see business center 1, business center 2, and business center 3. Okay, same thing I explained you earlier. You will always, on the left side, you will always get CV on business center 1 and business center 2. Always 1 and 2, 1 and 2 on the left. This one is always going to be 0. And on your right, you are always going to see volume on business center 1 and business center 3. So your business center 2 right is always going to be 0. Okay. Now you accumulate volume here on 2 and 3. You just cannot get volume. You cannot make money out of this 2 yet. Not in the beginning, but you're accumulating for the future. Remember, I'm building longevity in my business. Okay. Now, how do I access 2 and 3? When you become a presidential and royal, you have access to those business centers because you have maximized the compensation plan. And in order to earn 60,000 per week, you need the maximum one shop pays you is 20,000, right? So 20,000 on business center 1, 20,000 on business center 2, and 20,000 on business center 3. So you are building longevity from today. I'm giving you access to CV from today. The moment you join, you start building your business. So it doesn't matter if you become a royal in 2 years or in 3 years, you will have access to the volume from today. Isn't that cool? But if you're a retailer or a promoter, you don't have access to those two. So by the time you become a presidential or a royal, you're only going to have volume on business center 1. So 2 and 3 are going to remain 0 if you were ever there. Mind you, the moment you become into the business center or you have access to that, you will obviously have to be an LA. So you definitely have to have, volume on 2 and 3. All I want people to see is that right now or today, sometimes we just get, we're not seeing to the future. We're not having that vision. So we're only looking at the money of today. And people don't understand the value of 2 and 3. Okay. So now what I was going to show you is, we were talking about opulence points, correct? So for the CV calculation, I wanted to show you this. Depending on where you are buying the product or you are shipping the product, you will see different pricing. Okay, so I'm seeing $45.94 for, I am assuming this is a Canadian account. So I'm gonna look at addresses, because if my address right now is in Canada, right? Like this one, this is my test account. So obviously most of my addresses are testing addresses. It's in Canada. So the pricing of my product is in Canadian value. When you click on the product, it's $45.94, right? That's my price because this account doesn't have a 10% discount. So when in Canada, I pay $45.94, my PV for this product is obviously 45, or in this case, 46. We just rounded up. So every time I buy a bottle of FOL, I will receive $46 in PV, okay? If I pay it cash, not with shopping credits, okay? I'm talking cash, that's my PV. So when I do 46 times 60%, 2760 is the CV value for my bottle. Okay, so whoever buys at this value will get 2760 per bottle in CV. Okay, now what happens if I have a 10% discount? So my bottle in Canada is $45.94 minus my 10%. I will buy it for $41.34 times 60%. 2460 will be my CV. So depending on my PV, my CV will be calculated. So I will actually get $24 in CV for this bottle. So if I buy times 12, so I will get 295 for a family pack if I have the 10%. So this will give you an average idea of how the CV is calculated. Now, if I live in Kenya and I paid 70% of this value more, doesn't mean I get CV on that. Okay? Any questions?
No questions.
Perfect. So I'm gonna go back to our slides.
Now I muted myself, but I see one question popped up.
Mm-hmm.
How much CV is generated on the packages?
So that's a set CV. Okay, on your package, you get $500 CV for a lifestyle advisor, $200 CV for a lifestyle promoter, and that's also in your prosperity book. There is a section called wholesale profits. I believe it's page 70, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody has the prosperity book and can help me find it and type the page here. There is a chart that says wholesale profits. So if you're a lifestyle advisor and you bring retailer, advisor, and promoter, if you're a promoter and you bring retailer, promoter, and advisor, and if you're an advisor and you bring retailer, promoter, and advisor. Can somebody share with me in the chat here to the person that asked which page of the prosperity book you can find that chart?
And I see another one in the chat. It says, Opulence points, is it only for redeeming for free products?
Yes, of course. Opulence points is free. It's just a perk. It's an added value to your shop, right? It's like in Canada, we have different shops that offer points for everything, right? So I love points. So I have my apps where I handle my points. Same thing with Opulence. I have points because I am shopping every month. So depending on what I buy or what I get, or if I'm launching people, if I'm selling product, depending on what I'm doing, I get points. So I accumulate, and then I just redeem. It's free, right? But if I sell that product, let's say somebody asks me, say, Daniela, I love your pendant, and this pendant happened to be in Opulence points. Will I pay for it or will I get it for free? What would you do, Naima?
I was reading a question here. Can you repeat the question again?
So, same thing. If a customer compliments on my pendant and they like it, and let's say it's $300, Will I buy it to sell it, or will I get it for free and sell it? You tell me. So if I have, let's say 30,000, yes, if I have 30,000 Opulence points and I redeem it for this pendant, and my client complimented on me, so you know what? I have it on sale for $150. Will you give it to them for $150? You can buy it from my shop, it's $300. Or you know what? Since you are my special customer, I can get it for you for 50% off. I redeem my points and I sell it because my points don't have a cash value to me. Or I can give them a discount, a 20% discount or a 30% discount, and get 100% cash on this transaction. Right? Is your customer going to love you? Absolutely, because they love this. And guess what? We do have a matching ring. By the way, I love this set. Isn't it gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't get to see these pieces, but look at it. It's so beautiful. Can you see it?
It's gorgeous. I can see it.
It's gorgeous.
I've seen a lot of partners have that. It's so beautiful.
So again, if I'm a product of the product and I'm using it and people are complimenting and I'm promoting, and today I'm sharing this necklace and it's $100. If you buy it today and you order today, I can give you a 20% discount. Like, I want you to become proactive at selling your products. It's not only about Fountain of Life. You have thousands of products in your shop. Choose, pick and choose, pick and choose. What are you promoting today? Okay, next question.
Okay, how is the BV and CV works out if one family, let's say, buys a family pack of, FOA, buying part buys SC, I think SC is a shopping credit, and cash. So I don't know how they can combine cash and shopping credit.
Perfect. So I'm going to use my whiteboard because I think it just helps you understand it. So let's say one family pack, right? We already did the calculation, remember? So one family pack, let's say, equals average 300 CV. It's actually 295, right? But an average. Actually, I'm going to put one bottle of Fountain of Life equals, I showed you earlier in here, how much CV was for one bottle? Do you remember? If they don't have the PV, so 46 PV times 60%, that's 2760. Okay, I'm gonna round the numbers up for you. So let's say it's 28 CV per bottle. Okay, so times 12, it's a family pack. Okay, so 28 times 12, you will get 331 actually. So not right here, we're gonna change it. Okay, that's your 331 CV. Now, that's when they pay cash, okay? Or buy it full. I'm paying the full value of the product. I get full CV, 60%. Now, what happens if that person, I'm buying one family pack with shopping credits. Let's say I'm paying 50-50. Okay, I don't have the entire value of my product. So my bottle is $45 times 12 bottles is 540. So my family pack, sorry. Is $540. Okay, so now I'm going to use my shopping credits to pay for this family pack, and I only have $300 shopping credits. So I use $300 in shopping credits, right? So I pay $240 at checkout. Okay, so how much volume I'm going to receive from my downline who placed an order for a family pack using their shopping credits. So from these $200 paid at checkout, I'm going to calculate the CV. So from the 240 into 60% push up, because they bought Fountain of Life in Canada. Okay, it's actually 240, put 250 times 60%. I will receive 144 CV. Okay, because the cash portion that I wasn't get paid on, I get 60%. And then on the $300 shopping credits I used, I get my extra 30%, which is $90 CV. So total paid 144 plus 90, 234 CV. Okay, so on this transaction, I am going to get my extra 30% from what the portion I paid and my 60% on the portion I pay at checkout. Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, there's more. So, good morning. I'm watching from Jamaica. How much would it cost? This person's asking how much would it be a bottle of Fountain of Life in Jamaica?
Yeah, so basically Jamaica has 20% international phone pricing. So this is what I want. Are you seeing my back office or you're seeing the whiteboard?
I see the whiteboard.
Perfect. So let me just go here. If I go in my addresses and I look at USA, Jamaica, Caribbean, all of them are going to be, I'm going to change it to shipping in US, okay? Jamaica and US is the same zone pricing, so they are at 20%. And I save the settings, and now I go to look at my shop. Remember how my bottle was 53, now it's going to be 52.50. Well, this one doesn't have a 10% discount, so it's 55. You see? So the price will change based on the country that I'm going to be shipping. That's why I always say select your address first so that you can see the price reflected based on that country. So in Jamaica, as a lifestyle advisor, without a 10% discount of a smart buy, you will see the bottle at 55 because it actually sells for $78.75. That's the retail price right here. So you're going to sell it for $78.75. You're going to buy it for $55, but your PV continues to be 46, which is Canadian value. Your PV will never change. It's always based on the Canadian lifestyle advisor pricing. And based on that, we push the volume. Okay. So always look at this number. That's why we put it here in your product so that it's easier for you to understand it. So even if you are logging into your back office, you can save prices to your customers because it's right here. Now your client is not going to see this. Your client only sees the 78 here. Okay, 78.75. In Kenya is like 90. Okay, in the Philippines, I think it's 80 something. So let's look at Philippines. I'm going to go to my addresses and let's say I have a customer in the Philippines. Philippines, I'm going to change it to Philippines and I'm going to see same thing, shop. My bottle is now $64.31 or 2,379 Philippine pesos. Isn't that cool? So my bottle is $64.31. I retail it for $91, but my PV remains 46. Because it doesn't matter where in the world I'm selling, right? My PV value and my CV value are always going to be in Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Welcome from Jamaica. Next question.
No more questions for now.
Great students. Awesome. Thank you, Mavis, for sharing that. It's page 71 where you can see the wholesale profit. So depending on your shop, you receive a wholesale profit. And I almost told you the surprise for next week, but I'm not gonna tell you. All I can tell you is that you're gonna be so excited, and your business should be blooming. I'm telling you, I'm just so excited, and your business should be super, super blooming. And with the changes that we're gonna bring for you, you're gonna be over the top excited talking about your business to everyone. Anyway, so we're clear with opulence points. I love the opulence points section, by the way. I'm always loading it with new products, so we always change. I'm going to add new cool things, so send me a message of the things that you would like to see there. And I'm going to give you 1 week to go redeem your points and be excited, because it's all about having fun. It's all about changing it. Maybe you are saving for a particular purse. Maybe you're saving for a pair of shoes. Maybe you're saving for jewelry. I love it. So just, send me a message and we will put more products there. Now, the next way is obviously the Opulence Card Club. I personally love our Opulence Card Club program. I find that it gives you the freedom, it gives you the flexibility, it gives you the power, it gives you the options of choosing, between money or shopping credits. It is a 6-tier card program, LD1, LD2, LD3, LD4, presidential and royal. For every rank, you get more money. Okay, so the first level, it's premium card, $500. The second level, executive card, $750. Luxury card, $1,000. Luxury plus, $1,500. Exotic card, $2,000. Exotic plus, $24. It keeps on growing, up to $4,000 a month, from $500 to $4,000 a month. And I'm going to show you where you can see the level of your card in your prosperity book as well. It's just coming up in the next slides. Okay, now people who don't have a card, they can choose to have that payment in shopping credits, and we pay you double in retail pricing. So if you earn a $500 card program, you can choose to get paid $1,000 retail value in products. So we deposit, $1,000 retail equals $700 wholesale. So we deposit $700 wholesale in your account, shopping credits, and you can redeem for product that you can sell. So you basically make 100% profits on that money. Okay. Any questions on card program? I'm going to show you in a minute in the prosperity book where you find that. Yes.
Okay. If someone has not renewed since 2015, is it better for them to sign up as a new partner?
So, okay, that's a great question. I would say look into if you were that person, okay? I always say, always imagine before you answer, how would you respond if you want to make that person feel important, okay? So this is my answer to you. I would look at a person, okay, you were in my team, there is 2,000 people in the team, and you could potentially be growing with this team. Yes or no? Yes. Do you want to go back to your older position? Yes. Perfect. If you want to go back to that older position and you haven't renewed for, since 2015, no problem. You pay 2016, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I don't know if you already are, we're kind of like 3 quarters of the year. You will see when will be your next payment, maybe 6 years. So that is 6 years, $600, right? You owe 6 years of renewal. Perfect, 6 years. But in the past, from 2019, you get 2 free bottles of the Fountain of Life. So 19, 20, and 21, you would get 6 bottles of Fountain of Life with those $600 for free, plus 1,000 opulence points from last year and this year. So that's extra, 20,000 opulence points. Okay. That's basically what you get for renewing your account. But from day one, the moment you are on 150, you start billing in the same older position, you start getting CV from the downline. You have to look at each account. You have to look at, now, do I want to become a new LA? No problem. You're going to go to the bottom of the tree on that new team with that new partner, whatever it is, start fresh. You can get a new account, but you have to pay $1,500. You get the new bonuses, whatever is your product, or right now you can actually become a retailer, upgrade for 50%. Like it depends on the person, but I always want what is best for the client. I never look at the greedy aspect like, no, become an LA, I'm going to make 250, because if you renew for 6 years, I don't get anything. I don't look at it like that. Okay. I'm not looking at what am I going to be benefit? What is going to be the benefit for that person? So if that person is in your team, could you want to renew in your same position? Why? Because I have, 335 partners that are new that have joined in the last 6 years. Or maybe is that person in a leg where nobody's working, or I don't know who's active on that leg, but I would love for you to join the new momentum that I have in the team, and it's worth for you to pay, $600, become a promoter, and then upgrade to LA for 50%, or just, I have to talk to the person. I would look at every case scenario depending on where they are and what do they want to achieve. Remember, it's not about you, it's about the other person. So the best way for you will be, obviously, I'm not going to tell you, yes, join again and get a new package just because I'm going to make $250 in wholesale profit. No, I want to see where I am, what am I willing to do with my business so that I can value. If I'm just going to be a personal consumer and I don't care about building the business or anything, just get yourself a new position as a retailer. Pay $250 and that's it. You're in. You get wholesale pricing, you get 20%, you don't get the 38 or whatever. You don't go back to the old position, which is probably an LA position. Like it depends, right? What do you want to do? But normally what I see with people that have renewed for a lot of years, for example, in Nigeria, is that they want to go back to their original position because there is thousands of people there. So it is your choice. And I would say at the end of the day, within the binary, it becomes like a mesh. There is always going to be activity happening in your business if you are willing to bring the activity. You shouldn't coming into the business expecting the activity to be done by you or for you. Okay. I shouldn't be coming into the business just because somebody else is going to bring volume for me. No, that's a perk. That's an added bonus. But I am coming into the business because I want to build my residual, my lifelong income, my wholesale profits, my retail profits, right? I am building my left and my right. I am building my own team. It shouldn't matter what is being done for you. It is a great perk of the MLM, but you shouldn't come because of that reason. So I would look at every account separately. And if you wish to know what would be the best for that person, definitely feel free to send me an email. We can look at that account and see what is best for that customer. But I would always ask them, always ask, listen to the customer before you, that's why we always say we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen more and speak less. Next question.
Okay, Bernie's asking, could you go to the upper level pathway, please, for the retailer? From the retailer, actually.
From the retailer, yeah, absolutely. So first thing you need to do is upgrade. So if you're a retailer right now, what I would do is upgrade to LA for 50% off right now. Just jump in, right? You're just growing as an LA. From there, you start growing. That's the first step. Now, if you are not willing to, like, let's say you don't have the money, you don't want to, I'm just looking at the worst case scenarios. When people give me excuses, I give you reasons, okay? So if you don't have the finances to upgrade, you can upgrade for free with personal group volume, which is launching people. Start building a team. Start getting your team by selling, launching, upgrade, by selling, launching, upgrade. So when they start building with activities, you will get PGV and then you can upgrade to LA for free. Okay, so you can do that as well. And I love that program for, people in certain countries where they don't have credit cards, they don't have money, they just want to build, and they are excited about sharing the business opportunity. Some people picked on it and they grow with it. Next question.
No question for now.
Perfect. We have 4 bonuses as you grow in the path of Opulence Global. And the first one that all of you have access as you become an LD1 is the fast start bonus. If you hit the next higher rank advancement within 7, 30, 60, 90, a year, the next higher rank advancement within those time from the time you launch, you get a fast start bonus. And then your mentor gets 10% of that bonus. You do have a shopping spree and an organizational revenue sharing. It's two bigger bonuses that you get as you grow, and I'm going to show you where they are. So when you look at your prosperity book growth, these are two things that I wanted to you. Number one, the maximum weekly commission per rank, your fast start bonus within 7, 30, 90 days, depending on the rank that you are achieving. So the fast start bonus is right here. Your car club option, okay? How can you make it to the car? So the easiest path is obviously just, this is just an example, right? Path to the car. You can have people on 150, you can have the sales, you can launch people, or just follow the same path. Okay. Once you have bring the first people in the beginning, after that they're just generating, they continue to buy. So if you're teaching to people to duplicate, you will continue to earn the car. Okay, so the last two bonuses that I was sharing with you are right here on LD4, sorry, on presidential and royal. So you get organizational revenue sharing once you become a presidential, okay, which is 0.5% from the binary commissions of your entire organization. And then you have your shopping spree of the Fairy President timepiece, Fairy Mosh, or your ring valued at $100,000 value. Okay, you get the shopping spree when you become royal. Plus, your organizational revenue sharing becomes 1% of your entire team. Okay. Any questions?
No questions.
We actually did pretty good. We have 15 minutes left from our call, and I would like to open up for questions, whatever, if you want me to go over any topic. I love to use this time to equip you, of course, and give you all the meats and the potatoes that sometimes we don't get to see on the calls. And of course, being excited because a lot of people are taking advantage of the promotion. As you know, we extended it and people are super excited, but I want you to use this to grow your business, bring it back into the momentum. Next week with the mega call, oh my God, you want to make sure every single one of your partners are on that call. You are going to be like, wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Next one. No questions?
I don't see any questions right now. Can we do testimonials like why we joined?
You have to pay $150 per month. What happens if you don't? Hannah, great question. If you don't pay, first of all, you don't have to pay. I love that. This is not payment. This is not membership. This is called your personal volume. Okay. If this is a business, and that's why I want to pass this vision to you. If you have a business and the cost of your business, when you pay the rent, does that money serves you for any purpose other than having a building where you have your shop? No, right? That money is given to the landlord. That money is in the hands of somebody else. In your company with Opulence Global, that money comes back to you in product. Okay, so you don't use the paying. You are not paying. It's not an expense. It's an investment. I want you to think of the difference, right? When you pay gas or you pay hydro, your electricity bill, it's money that is gone. In your business, that money comes to you in product. You are investing into products. So let's say this month I order masks. I ordered 3 masks from my shop and now I'm going to sell them. It came back to me in product. It didn't cost me anything because I'm going to get my 150 back and then more. I'm going to get a profit from those 150. So it is not a payment. Okay, number one. Number two, if you don't pay, nothing happens. You just simply are not entitled to get sales volume from your organization. Because look at it as it's like an activation, right? Like the software is reading which shop is active and which shop is inactive. In order to be active, the minimum you need to do is buy or have products in your shop for $150 in personal volume. That's the minimum that we ask you to have an activity. Why? Because that means you are actively building your business. 150 is irrelevant because if you really look at it from the income perspective, if you're coming into the business to make money and earn money, my question to you is, how much money do you want to earn every month? And if the answer is $500, well, in order to earn $500, you need to invest something, right? The 150 are going to become irrelevant because your goal is to earn $500. 150 is a part of it, but you're going to get it in products. So the products that you sell to earn the 500 becomes irrelevant. That's why I focus on a family pack, for example. If you buy a family pack every month, that's only 12 bottles a month. That's way above the 150. So you're not going to look at the 150. The 150 is just the minimum. So don't look at it as a payment. Look at it as an investment. Okay. So if you don't pay or if you don't buy, if you don't have your shop active, you just simply don't accumulate volume from your organization to infinity. So there is no volume to you. There is no residual for you to make. Okay. If you want to see it like black and white type of thing. I hope that answers your question, my dear.
Okay. Sarah asked, hi, Danny. I want to ask that if someone downgrades their SP, I don't know what that stands for, either, yeah, 75 or 35, will they be able to benefit the volume on their business center 2 and 3?
Yeah, on business center 1, my dear. Yeah, very
Yeah.
good question, Sada. So basically, when they downgrade, like, why would I have the same perk of $150 in personal volume if I'm downgrading, right? So if you downgrade, you lose business center 2, you lose business center 3, and you cannot make full commissions simply. Okay, instead of making $45 per cycle, you're gonna make $25 per cycle. Same people, same volume, less money. So when I see it from that perspective, people go, oh, no, then I think I'm good. Why? Because now my focus is not what I'm spending. My focus is what I am earning. So if I tell you, if I can show you a way that you can earn $500 every month, will you be thinking of how much you are investing? No, because all your focus is what are you making? It's like when you're going to your job and your boss tells you to stay late and you're not getting paid overtime. But if you're getting paid overtime, do you care how much hours you put? No, you just work, right? Same here, is the same concept. My focus is not how much I'm investing. My focus is how much I'm earning. So if I'm downgrading, why would I expect the same benefit that if I am on 150? I'm investing, I'm earning. I don't want to invest and I don't want to earn, but I want to have the same benefits. You can't, right? So if you downgrade, you just don't get the same benefits. I hope that answers your question. It's very cool. When people see it, I think, Naima, when people see it, they're like, oh, no, I changed my mind. I'll say 150.
It's amazing. So another question is coming from Rahima. She said, if I don't recruit people but do my contribution, do I have the CV value?
Absolutely. So I always do this example. And when I'm in the room and I'm teaching this, it's obviously more dynamic that we are in here. But I'm actually going to put it in drawing so the next time we can see it. So I bring into the business Naima. Naima bring Maria. Maria brings Sada. Sarah bring Nathaniel. Nathaniel bring Hannah. Do I know Hannah? No. I just know Naima, right? Again, I go back. I bring into the business Naima. Naima bring Maria. Naima brings Maria brings Sada. Sada bring Nathaniel. Nathaniel bring Hannah. Do I know Hannah? No. Do I get volume from Hannah? Yeah. Because they are part of my team. We are all connected. You know, it's dot, line, dot, line, dot, line. In your business, when you open your binary, it's a square line, square line, square line. As long as you are united by a line, you're good. Okay?
Okay.
So I just love to do the teams because sometimes people don't understand how my organization works. How is it that I have, like the other day, I'm going to show you. I was teaching our team how to find people in the database. So I said, okay, give me an example, right? And we have 3 new Somali customer service representatives. They are awesome. So they are learning the system, right? So I said, okay, just give me an example. And they said, Hassan. Okay, perfect. Type Hassan in the last name chat box, right? So they put Hassan, all the people in the database that have Hassan as the last name. All of a sudden I said, open randomly a website, right? So we opened one of our partners in Ottawa and we looked in her binaries, right? And they started to look at the volume. She's been on 150, every month relentless. Guess what? She has 2 partners on the right, over $100,000 in volume. Is she cashing out? No, because she doesn't have one on the left. But guess what? It doesn't matter because she's continuously actively building her business. She's probably selling. She has 332 partners in her organization. Does she know the 332 people? No. She sponsored how many? 2. Isn't that cool? She has 332 shops in her team. She sponsored 2. She's making money. She's accumulating sales volume for the past couple of years, over $100,000 in CV, right? She's going to be ready to cash out. Whenever she's ready to bring one person, listen, one person on the left, boop, 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 she's going to start cashing out. Obviously, she's probably an LD1 already because she has 2 people already that have 2. But even if she's not, she's going to start building her business. But now she has potential residual income sitting in there for her when she's ready to start building. That's why I always say to you, don't worry if your first 2 are not left and right. Don't worry about today's money. Invest. Worry about the future. And with that, I really hope that you are taking, the most of knowledge and inspiration on a weekly basis with our trainings. This is meant for you to be equipped and, of course, prepared for your team for the future. And of course, invite new partners to join us. I will see you all next week. Of course, we have our mega call. I know it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. This is going to be a tough week for me because it's a short week. Number one, we're going to have Victoria Day this coming Monday. So we are off for the weekend. For all of my friends in Canada, enjoy. Have a happy Victoria Day. And let's see you all next week. Naima, don't miss our mega call. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. And you are going to be off the hook. You're going to be excited, jumping from your seat. And it's going to be amazing. Okay, amazing. So
thank you very much, my dear. It was amazing. I learned a lot, and I'm sure everyone who's in the call learned a lot. We always learn so much from you, all the wisdom and all the knowledge that you bring to us. Thank you very much, and I thank you each and every one of you who came today. And as already our amazing sales manager said, please don't miss next week. It's gonna be phenomenal, so let's not miss. And also remember this Monday, don't miss our product crossfire as well. So thank you very much, and to the billion.
To the billion team, have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.